So welcome to Spin Along Molecules. In this video, I'm going to explain how many figures and tables you should use in your MSCA proposal and what font size you should keep in your figures and tables. So let's start. So the first thing for the diagrams or figures is that the choice of the color. So you should use a color in a way that if somebody wants to print it in a black and white, still they should be able to read it. Use highlighting wherever appropriate, like bold, italic, or underlining. So what I did in my proposal was uh, most of the time I use italic and I underline it. But another advice is don't overdo it. Only do it when you want to show the reviewer any kind of important information in any section of your proposal or any paragraph. You can do it maybe one or two times in one paragraph, but don't overdo it. Another advice is use text boxes wherever you feel like. For example, I used 4 text boxes, something like this in my proposal. So what it does is it's kind of give a summary of maybe a whole page or 2 pages, and you want to sum up all that you have said. Just make a nice looking text box with maybe a different font. For example, I use Arial font here, Arial 7.5, and the heading here was Arial 8. So this was on my second page, the first text box, when I was trying to sum up all the objectives of and the goals of my proposal. Yeah, another important thing is you should put the acronym of your proposal in the bottom of every page, and also the page number, something in this way, like for example, my acronym of my proposal was MG spin qubits, and I put it on the left side, and on the right side was the page number. So each page number should describe like this: what is the part of proposal is part B1, and page is 3 of page number 10. Again, font size in the tables and figures, you can use other than Times New Roman. For example, I used Arial, and if you're using Arial, I think you can go as minimum to 7.5, but not less than that. I think 8 would be the most suitable one, because if you print it out, you can check it. It is easily readable. So the advice here is selecting a font, and then the size you should print out yourself and read it. For example, when I was writing my proposal, I made several printouts of my proposal, like colored printout, black and white printouts, and whenever I made some changes, I always try to read the hard copy and check out the mistakes, and went back, corrected it, and then printed it out. So this is advice that you should print out and see how it looks like. And this is one of the table that I used to describe the research record of my supervisor, like how many grants and in what year, and what was the funding agency that gave him. So yeah, I use Arial font again here. So next point is how many figures you should use in your proposal. For example, I used 4 figures in total, other than 2 synthetic schemes that were quite long, like maybe more than half a page. But overall, the figures that I used were 4 figures. And it is highly recommended that you should add one introduction figure that should sum up your proposal, like right in the beginning on the first page. And for example, I also use a second figure on the first page was about the state of art, because I wanted to make sure that they understand what I'm going to say in the state of art. And for example, here I show like this is a paper that was published back in 2009 in Science, and it shows a record room temperature spin coherence time for these magnetic graphenoids. So this is state of the art, and I want to achieve next. So if you can sum up your state of art in one nice small figure, I think this will be very helpful for the reviewers to understand the state of art in your proposal. So next is how many tables you should use. I used 9 tables overall. Some were small, some were bigger, but they were in total 9. I keep the same font, same color for all the tables, and same style. So it's then easy to go through, and I numbered the table like table 1, 2, 3. So they were total 9 tables, and how many you should add, it depends on your field of research. But you can choose whenever you feel like there is a lot of information and it is hard to describe in the text. Go right away and make a table. So this will break that kind of the flow of text, and it will sum up the information in a small table. All right, so hope you find this video helpful while making tables and figures in your MSCA proposal. Hope to see you in another video.